All right, welcome back. Today we'll explore how large language models, or they're often referred to as LLMs, like ChatGPT work, the risks of AI generated content, and ethical concerns surrounding AI usage. We'll also look at real world cases where AI has gone wrong and discuss how to fact check AI responses for accuracy. Let's go ahead and jump in. So, large language models work by predicting the most likely next word based on prior data. They don't understand meaning the way humans do. They recognize patterns. This is why AI can sometimes give incorrect or misleading responses. AI hallucinations aren't just bugs, these are a problem. They're inherent risks of how LLMs work. These models predict text, not truth. For example, in 2023, lawyers faced sanctions after ChatGPT invented cases that sounded real but didn't exist. Worse, the AI doubled down when questioned, insisting the cases were valid. This is why AI can be dangerous. It doesn't know when it's wrong. Key takeaways here. Hallucinations increase when AI lacks training data or users ask niche questions. Combating this requires human oversight. Tools like Perplexity AI or Google's Fact Check can help, but aren't foolproof. In high risk scenarios, treat AI like a creative intern, not a final authority. So let's walk through how to verify AI's answers because it can be wrong even when it sounds confident. For example, if you ask about Albert Einstein's Nobel Prize, it might correctly say the date was 1920. But if you ask why he won, it may falsely claim relativity. It was actually the photoelectric effect. This is why we never trust AI blindly. Cross check with authoritative sources and use tools with web access like Gemini for real time data. So here's a pro tip. If AI refuses to cite a source, that's a major red flag. Here's some validation tips. So, one, ask AI for sources. Start by prompting, can you cite your sources or where did you find this? If the AI can't provide references or makes them up, that's your first red flag. For example, ChatGPT might invent a fake book title or URL. Treat unsourced claims like rumors until you verify them. Number two, use multiple sources. Never rely on a single answer. Cross check AI responses with 2 to 3 trusted sources. For example, if AI claims the average salary for a teacher is $80,000, verify with the Bureau of Labor Statistics, a study at the university level, or a reputable news outlet. One mismatch means dig deeper. Number three, check reputable databases. So prioritize things like Google Scholar for academic claims or Wikipedia's citations, not the article itself, but the actual linked source. Government websites like the CDC or FDA for health and statistics. Industry reports from Gartner or Pew Research. AI can't access paywalls or proprietary data. So if it knows something obscure, be skeptical. Number four, identify inconsistencies. You got to play detective. Look for overly precise numbers without sources, contradictions between AI's own answers to similar questions, or broad claims like everyone agrees. Real data rarely shows 100% consensus. So here's an example. If AI says, studies prove X causes cancer, but you find conflicting research, the AI may be oversimplifying. Number five, test AI with different phrasings. Rephrase your prompt to stress test consistency. For example, summarize the causes of World War I versus list the top 3 factors that led to World War I. If answers conflict, the AI is likely guessing. This also helps avoid prompt bias, where how you ask skews the answer. And number six, use real time AI tools like Bard, Gemini, Perplexity. Tools like Gemini or Perplexity AI have web access and can pull live data. Now let's look at before and after comparison of AI prompts in chat format. So here's the before. Tell me about leadership. After, you are a leadership consultant. Describe 3 leadership styles and their benefits for startups. Why does the before prompt lead to weaker responses? It's way too generic. AI doesn't know what aspect of leadership to focus on. AI might give a broad definition instead of actionable insights. In contrast, the after prompt is much stronger because it provides a role, leadership consultant. This helps AI generate more authoritative responses. It asks for specific details, 3 leadership styles, and it defines a target audience, startups, making the answer more relevant. This comparison highlights a key principle of prompt engineering. The more structured your prompt, the better the AI's response. By guiding AI with clear roles, objectives, and parameters, you get more useful and tailored answers. Let me tell you a story about a neutral algorithm that accidentally became sexist. Amazon built an AI tool to review resumes. Within months, it started downgrading applications that contained the word women. Why? Because for decades, tech hires were mostly men, and the AI learned that male equaled good candidate. This isn't just one mistake, it's AI's fatal flaw. Let's break it down. Here's some key risks. Number one, toxic training data. Imagine an AI trained on your company's last decade of engineering hires. If your past teams were 80% male, the AI will start treating maleness as hiring criteria, even if you never meant it to. Here's how it happens in real life. So here's the rest of that Amazon case study. Remember, the recruiter downgraded resumes with women in them. So words like women's chess club would get deflected or downgraded. It even dove into race and downgraded the word African, so African American Student Union would get kicked out. Why? Because historically, those candidates were rarely hired. So the AI learned that they were bad signals. Number two, amplified inequality. Human bias is bad, but AI bias is human bias on steroids. Let's talk about loan approvals. This is an actual example. An AI could reject Latino applicants 2 times more often, and no one knows why. The algorithm just won't explain it. So, what about hiring? If your AI trains on resumes for male dominated fields, it'll filter out feminine phrasing like team collaboration. This isn't hypothetical, it's actually happening now in your industry. Number three, hidden discrimination. The scariest bias is the kind you can't see. So, let's talk about policing neighborhoods. Predictive algorithms label Black neighborhoods high crime more often, leading to over policing. There's the healthcare side, and this is a really bad one. So with pulse oximeters and the AIs working within them, they fail on darker skin, leading to deadly underdiagnosis. These aren't glitches, they're baked in inequalities at scale. So why? Because AI doesn't see bias, it replicates patterns. All right, let's move from just understanding the problem to actively solving it. We've talked about the challenges of AI bias, but now, how do we actually fix it? This isn't a one and done scenario. It's a continuous journey, a commitment to building fairer, more trustworthy AI. So, step one, identify bias. Think of your AI model like a detective. We need to analyze its outputs, look for patterns that reveal unfairness, and shine a light on them so we can remove that bias. Then, step two, improve training data. Imagine you're teaching a child. You wouldn't show them only one type of person or one perspective, right? Same with AI. We need diverse and balanced data reflecting the real world in its rich varieties. Number three, implement human oversight. AI is powerful, but it's not infallible. That's where we come in. Human review is crucial, especially in high stakes decisions. It's about combining the speed of AI with the wisdom and judgment of people. And finally, step four, continuous monitoring. This is where the ongoing part comes in. Bias isn't static, it evolves. We need regular audits, updates, and commitment to staying vigilant. This isn't just about avoiding lawsuits or bad PR. It's about building trust. When consumers see that a company is committed to the ethical side of AI, that they're actively working to eliminate bias, they're more likely to trust that company. And ultimately, that trust leads to better outcomes for everyone. Think of it this way. Responsible AI isn't just a compliance checkbox, it's a competitive advantage. It's the foundation for a future where technology truly serves humanity fairly and equitably. Let's make sure we're building that future together. Let's shift gears from what to how. We've explored the challenges. Now it's our turn to be part of the solution. This slide isn't just a list, it's a launch pad for a crucial conversation. How do we ensure responsible AI use? It's a big question, and there's no single answer, but here are some starting points. First, transparency. Think of it as labeling your ingredients. If AI is powering a decision, a recommendation, or a piece of content, we need to be upfront about it. No hidden algorithms, no black boxes. Why? Because trust is built on clarity. Next, human oversight. AI is a powerful tool, but it's still a tool. It should augment our abilities, not replace our judgment. It's about finding that sweet spot where AI handles the heavy lifting, but humans retain the final say, especially in critical decisions. Then, fact checking. AI can generate amazing content, but it also can hallucinate, fabricate, or amplify misinformation. We need to treat AI generated content like any other source, with a healthy dose of skepticism and a commitment to verification. And finally, diverse training data. We've talked about this already, but it bears repeating here. It's the bedrock of fairness. If our training data is biased, our AI will be biased. It's about building models that reflect the rich tapestry of our world, not just the narrow slice of it. Now, I want to hear from you. What other steps can we take? What challenges do we foresee? What innovative solutions can we brainstorm together? Let's turn this list into a dynamic discussion. Let's dig deep, challenge assumptions, and explore how we can collectively shape a future where AI is a force for good. Now, let's dive into the second half of this module, debunking AI myths. Let's start by tackling the myth of complete AI autonomy. We often see AI portrayed as a self sufficient entity making decisions entirely on its own. However, that's just not reality. AI is not fully autonomous, it needs human guidance, data, and maintenance. Think of AI as a powerful tool, not a replacement. It's more like a highly advanced assistant that needs direction. Next, let's address the misconception that AI thinks or has emotions. AI does not possess consciousness, emotions, or subjective experiences. What it does do is predict based on the data it's given. It processes information and it makes calculations, but it doesn't understand the human sense. It predicts, it does not think. Now let's debunk the myth of AI infallibility. Just because it's powered by complex algorithms doesn't mean it's always correct. AI is not always right. It can make mistakes, generate biased outputs, or even hallucinate. That's why fact checking is absolutely necessary. We must treat AI generated information with a healthy dose of skepticism, especially when it's used for critical decision making. Finally, let's address the fear of total job displacement. While it's true that AI will change the job market, it will not replace all jobs. Throughout history, technology advancements have created new opportunities. AI will lead to the emergence of new roles, the development of new industries, and a shift in the skills we need. It's about adaptation and evolution, not complete job replacement. We've covered a lot of ground today, and I want to leave you with some key takeaways and actionable steps. Let's make sure these insights don't just stay in this room, but translate into real world action. First, remember this: AI is a powerful predictor, not a sentient being. It analyzes patterns and makes educated guesses based on data. It doesn't think or understand like we do. This distinction is critical for responsible use. Second, AI can hallucinate. It can generate plausible sounding but completely fabricated information. This isn't a bug. It's a fundamental aspect of how AI works. Always, always fact check AI generated content. Treat it like any other source that needs verification, especially when it's used for critical decision making. Third, ethical AI isn't just a buzzword, it's a necessity. It requires human oversight, a keen awareness for potential biases, and a commitment to fairness. It's about building AI that reflects our values, not just our data. And finally, I want to leave you with a challenge. Don't just take my word for it. Today, find an AI generated response, a social media post, a chatbot interaction, or anything that could potentially need verification, and verify its accuracy. Put these principles into practice immediately. This isn't just an exercise from an academic perspective, it's about building a future where we use AI wisely and responsibly. See you in the next one.